right, it's been brought to my attention that Kyle Kuzma is available in trade talks, or he's available to be traded. First thing that came to mind was since OG Anunoby's off the list, let's go ahead and go for Kyle Kuzma. You know what I'm saying? Automatic upgrade. We get younger, we get faster, we get more athletic. Not necessarily get better defensively, but then, I had to do some research to really fact check what I was thinking, because I'm thinking off the eye test. Like, we watched Kyle Kuzma come to Sacramento and give us work. Kyle Kuzma has gotten so much better since the bubble. It's insane. But then I started looking at these variables and intangibles that kind of were a red flag and alarming to me. So let's go ahead and I'm going to show you a few things here. So first of all, we got the average salary that Kyle Kuzma is getting is $22.5 million compared to Harrison Barnes, $18 million. So Harrison Barnes is for sure more cheaper, but I think we can trade Harrison for Kyle Kuzma, adding a pick, because the Washington Wizards said they want multiple first-round picks. Within that, I don't think we would have to give up multiple first-round picks if we could throw Harrison Barnes in there. But that's a little later on in the discussion. This is what really stood out to me, man. Harrison Barnes is 6'7", Kyle Kuzma is 6'9". They're only 1 inch differential in wingspan. Kyle Kuzma's 7-foot wingspan to Harrison Barnes 6'11" wingspan. Kyle Kuzma's only 3 years younger than Harrison Barnes. 3. Now, I know in basketball that's a lot of youth, right? 3 years is a lot of youth that is still left on the body in terms of mileage and everything like that. But are we really getting bang for our buck? Then to go back to the contract, Kyle Kuzma wouldn't be a free agent until 2027, which means we would get about 3.5 seasons of him if we traded for him, right? So he's with us for about 3.5 seasons unless we trade him again. And then Harrison Barnes' contract ends in 2026. But here is what I'm worried about. I said, yeah, the defensive capabilities here it's helter-skelter. We don't know what we're going to get. If we can get Kyle Kuzma in the bubble, I think we'd be exceptionally fine with that. But let's look at Harrison Barnes's. Not that. My bad. Let's look at Harrison Barnes' stats real quick before I go over the defensive part of the game. He's averaging 11 points, 1 assist, which is abysmal. 38% from 3 and 48% from the field, which, I mean, if you really look at it, shooting split-wise, that's not too bad. 48 from the field and 38 from 3 is pretty solid. Then you got Kyle Kuzma, averaging 23 points, which is great, 4 assists, and shooting less percentage from 3 and worse from the field. Now, I get usage rating, right? Kyle Kuzma's for sure shooting more shots per game than Harrison Barnes. But at the same time, though, the Wizards are 6-26, and he's pretty much their max contract guy in terms of things, him and Jordan Poole. And then Harrison Barnes were 19-13. He's a great teammate guy. So it's like the con here is if we trade Harrison Barnes, we lose locker room leadership, championship experience, and just a lot of veteranship. It's really a risk the more I think about it. But this is what alarmed me, though, about the defensive side of the game. Kyle Kuzma's his defensive rating is 123. Mind you, if you guys don't know out there, for those of you that don't know out there, defensive rating, it's better when it's lower. The lower the better. 123, I believe the worst defensive rating in the league is 124. So he's not far off from being one of the worst defenders in the league. Harrison Barnes' defensive rating is only 119, which is not super much better, or super much, not even a freaking word, which is not exceptionally better. But in the scheme of things, our defense, I guess, is better with Harrison Barnes per rating, per stats. So then it has you thinking this. We would trade for someone 3 years younger. We got to pay him more money. But the pros is we get Kyle Kuzma for longer, 3.5 seasons. We get younger. We do get faster. We do get, I guess we become more of a fast break threat, like a dominant fast break threat. But defensively is where we have to address this. I would love this trade to happen if we can throw a defensive piece in there, meaning we would have to throw in a third team, i.e. I pray we can get someone like Alex Caruso over here to Sacramento, but that's just in perfect case scenario. But that's the only way I see this trade being beneficial for the Sacramento Kings is if we can get a third team involved to get a third piece. But then if we did that, we would have to probably include a Davion Mitchell and more picks. It just depends on what teams are asking and what we are willing to give up. I'm kind of willing to give up Harrison Barnes for Kyle Kuzma, but I go back and forth. Like, especially after doing the research now, it messes my mind up a little bit, man. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think right now before we go to the rest of this video. Now I do want to go through the trade machine just to mess around a little bit with it, just to see what it would look like if we did make this trade happen. So let's say we go Harrison Barnes, they're going to want to pick, right? So, dang, we don't really have no. Oh, wait. Let's see. Let me see if I can make this shake real quick. So, Harrison Barnes will go to the Wizards, and this draft machine doesn't even let me Okay, it doesn't even let me add picks to it. Whatever, cool. And we would get caught. Wait, what? When a free agent signs a contract, when the player signs a two-way contract, here's a contract converted to a center. They cannot be traded until December 15th. Nigga, I know that. I'm just trying to do a freaking trade rumor thing. I mean, a little trade. Okay, that just ruined everything. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, trying to be professional over here. NBA, ESPN is trying to be too practical. Damn it, I'm trying to have a good time, not a hard time. But I want to go over Kyle Kuzma's defense in the bubble, which I think was one of his best defensive seasons for sure by far that we've seen. If we can get something like this, like if this, I mean, like, look, so he's getting broken down here. The dude's talking about the play happening right now. So basically, he's attacking the top side, but he's able to recover so quickly because he's athletic. If we can get something like that, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. But then again, for the Lakers, he wasn't asked to score that much, so he was kind of more. He had to play the Jared Vanderbilt role, which Sacramento Kings he would have to take a lesser role, given that we do play through Sabonis, Fox, and this trade cannot hinder Keegan Murray's growth. If it hinders Keegan Murray's growth, I veto it. Do not let it happen. But if Kyle Kuzma can come in and fit that mold and kind of be just within our system and not want to be the guy, I think it'd be beneficial offensively. It's just the defense I worry about. But if we can get this type of defense from Kyle Kuzma, the recovery, the athleticism, I'm for it. Like I'm all, but like this, something like this, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Beat that shit to oblivion. Play the gaps, play the passing lanes. Like if we get something like this from Kyle Kuzma, bro, I have no problem with that. Now Harrison Barnes, this is actually a good defensive play. Just watch his movement though. This is what alarms me with Harrison on defense. Just watch Harrison Barnes the whole time. I get he's older. He just looks a little stiff. And technically, I don't know if this was good defense because really Kevin Huerter hit the ball there. But this, of course, playing the pass lanes, exceptional. And that's one thing about Harrison Barnes that I do love, man. I think with Harrison Barnes, that veteranship and IQ is what we would definitely miss if we made this trade happen. So it's like beggars can't be choosers. You know what I'm saying? You can't get everything you want. But I will say this, though. This is a high IQ play. Play dumb, see the play happen, blow it up, passing lanes. Textbook. Now, with Kyle Kuzma, he actually plays the passing lanes pretty well, too. If you watch Kyle Kuzma play over time, he plays the passing lanes pretty exceptionally well, like Harrison Barnes does. But I just don't know if taking that risk is going to be super beneficial for the Sacramento Kings, man. I keep going back and forth with it. One day I'm like, Harrison Barnes, got to go. Got to go. Because, I mean, we're paying $18 million a year to give us this. $18 million a year to essentially give us just 11 points and 3 rebounds. You're in the top 130 minimum in each category besides field goal. It's alarming. And you're 31. So like he's only getting older. So I don't know, y'all. Let me know in the comments below. But I mean, something like this, playing with us, he might average like 18. But it will lessen the load off De'Aaron. It will lessen the load off Sabonis. Malik Monk will play more free in that second unit, even more free. Oh man, chat. I don't know. This could hurt or help the Sacramento Kings' chances of winning an NBA playoff series. And I kind of think about it this way: if we were to put Kyle Kuzma in the Golden State Warriors playoff series, what would that look like? I think it helps us because Kevin Huerter played a little bit subpar. Harrison Barnes played a little bit subpar. And Kyle Kuzma, we know he's going to be aggressive. So it's like, would we have been able to beat the Warriors with Kyle Kuzma in replace of Harrison Barnes? I think about that all the time. I really do. But like I said, we will never know until it happens. So, man, that's my spiel for the day. I just want to get on here and rant a little bit. You guys let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Hit that like button, subscribe. This is a good conversation. But, man, I don't know. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything that I kind of already had ready for you guys. I don't know. Like, okay, offensively, if we can get this from Kyle Kuzma, I mean, dropping 38 points, but just look at the way he's scoring now. He's super confident. I wouldn't want to take his confidence away if he came to Sacramento. Like, he would have to have this supreme confidence just within our system. He's a good catch and shoot guy, great catch and shoot guy. I mean, look at this. I mean, bro, athletic. We get longer. I don't know, guys. I'm having a tough time. I'm having a tough time saying no. I'm having a tough time saying no. I'm having a real tough time saying no. Yeah, I don't know. Appreciate y'all for watching though. That's my spiel. I'll catch y'all next time. We got this thing. Sayonara.